So I knew I had to eat them all or else they would just crumble. So I had 4 last night and 4 this morning.
Hi, Daddy.
It's 20 to 7. I've left Styles Peak, that stealth tent site. Last night the winds were howling and swirling all around that peak, but that tent site location, it was very calm. My tent wasn't blowing at all, but I know probably just above the tree line right there, it sounded like, high force winds, but my tent wasn't affected. Everything worked out. Just woke me up a few times. Today, there are probably 4 or 5 shelters along the way, and it might come in handy because there is rain forecast for the afternoon. So if it gets heavy, I can duck into maybe a shelter and wait out a downpour. We'll see. I'm thinking if everything works out, this might be an 18-mile day. If it doesn't work out, it'll be somewhat less. I didn't have to cook last night, so I didn't need to carry in as much water. So I'm kind of low on water right now, but the indication is there's a lot of water sources up ahead, so I'm not worried about that. But yesterday was a great day. Town visit into Manchester Center. Great trail, angel and spineless cougar. So I got a full belly of carry-out pizza, some Pop-Tarts. I bought a box of Pop-Tarts yesterday when I was doing a resupply, and they don't travel well because they break up in your pack. So I knew I had to eat them all or else they would just crumble. So I had 4 last night and 4 this morning. So just to make sure I didn't have to eat them in a crumbled state sometime in the future. That's my reasoning. So I have a lot of temporary fuel to burn off here, which I'm doing right now. Vermont is unusually, I don't know, it doesn't look like any other state I've been in. I think the tree species is starting to change over a little bit. It's, there's rocks and roots on the trail and some higher elevation climbs, but I'm enjoying Vermont, I think, because my body just feels better. So we're gonna see what this mixed bag of weather and trail has in store, and we'll go onward. For hikers, Vermont is often referred to as Ver-Mud. So one of the characteristics of the Vermont AT portion of the trail is that you can expect a lot of mud. And when I was trying to hitchhike yesterday unsuccessfully into Manchester Center, I was talking to a local hiker at the trailhead, and he was talking about last year this time he was up to his shins in mud hiking the trails, and this year has been unusually dry, and I have found just little small pockets of mud. You couldn't even call it a muddy trail, just kind of a damp wet dirt, but nothing you would sink into. So I've caught Vermont in a year that, the local people are just kind of calling it kind of a mini drought. So the trail is pretty dry. I'm not halfway through Vermont yet, and the rains are coming this week, but it's really not muddy at all. So, I mean, it's year to year, if you're a potential thru hiker for future years, of course, it could be back to normal and very muddy. So I like it. I don't have to deal with the mud. It's a pleasurable trail without the mud. So I'm good with that. But that could change. I've still got 5 or 6 days in the state, but I'm hoping it won't. Onward. Okay, it's 6:15. I went too far today. I am in the middle of nowhere, Vermont. This is a stealth tent site. It's about 0.6 tenths of a mile past the Minerva Henchy shelter, which was like a 22 and a half mile hike. So this puts me over 23 miles today, which is, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was from the Pizza High. Just drove me, but the rain, we had a little shower today. The rain didn't really materialize, which is great. It made for a great hiking day, and I just kept on going. I skipped lunch. It was 2 o'clock. I had forgotten about lunch, and I thought, okay, let's just keep going, have a protein bar. So I did. So I'm exhausted right now, but it puts me in a good spot for a rest day in Rutland, Vermont in 2 days. So I have about 20 miles left to get to Rutland. So maybe a 14 or 15 miler tomorrow. And that puts me, sets me up for an easy morning into Rutland and maybe get a day and a half of rest. Shower. I haven't had a shower in a week. Laundry, all that stuff that goes with it. So I'm well resupplied. I'm well stocked with water. I stopped at the shelter, filled up a 2-liter bag of water, so I'm good for dinner tonight, coffee tomorrow, all that stuff, and hiking out with enough water to get me to the next water source. So there's no one else around. I created a little spot just for this tent pad so somebody else can use it in the future. So I'm going to lay down, get something to eat, and go to sleep. So Rutland, I'm coming for you in 2 days. There is rain forecast for tomorrow, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just, I got my rain gear, so whatever it is, I'll hike through it. My attitude is much better. I have new shoes on, which I'm not sure, if this is an example, they'll work, but I'm going to give them a couple more days and see if, they're, I can work them in and I like them. So, but anyway, I'm heading out. So Acorn Army, I love you and I'll see you tomorrow.